Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now. This will be a lengthy discussion. We've got 5 things that we need to talk about that you guys have been mentioning in the comments. Prices that are going up all around the country and around the world. I know that the fear of tariffs and everything else has got people raising prices. We're hearing of electronics that are going up in price before these tariffs even hit, before these things even happen. I've been hearing of some different like video game accessories, car accessories. I have friends that are buying things for their cars just to get them for a decent price now. But we're going to be talking about 5 items that are in your grocery store. 5 items that I have seen personally go up over the last few weeks. Some things that you guys have been mentioning, some things that I've seen today that have gone up in price. So let's get right into it. Number 1 on my list is beef. Beef prices are getting a bit out of control again. I saw ribeyes the other day at Kroger, $16.99. I feel like they've been going up $1 a pound for the last few months. Now, we saw a sale the other day where you can buy like a family pack for $12.99 a pound, which I tried to urge people, like, if you want these, get them now, because who knows what they're going to be, what's going to happen when we're not finding the sale prices. I mean, it's just one thing after another with these. It was nice to take a break, but I am back now. I know some people were concerned with a lot of the different recalls that you thought maybe we didn't know about. A lot of them we did. I try to keep track of a lot of different things going on at the same time. A lot of stuff in the news, especially things that pertain to food, because that is a lot of what we talk about on the channel. Ways to save on groceries, things like that. Speaking of ways to save, I was at Aldi today. That video will come out tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you throw us a thumbs up if you are enjoying our videos. We really do appreciate it, and it helps spread our videos out all around the world. Now, I noticed several things, a couple of what we're going to talk about right now that have gone up in price. Number 2 on Dano's list here is spices. We are seeing spices go up again. After they've already gone up to what I thought the highest amount would be for a while. And this is why I point out Kroger a lot, because Kroger has actually kept their prices down. However, some of the places with the best price, right, like Walmart, as they claim, well, they've raised theirs twice in less than 6 months. We saw a lot of their cheaper spices go from $1.12 to $1.16, now $1.24, and those are the cheapest ones. Those are the cheap run-of-the-mill onion powder, garlic salt, stuff like that, of great value. Now, a lot of the other ones of the next tier have gone up even higher, some even over $2 a bottle. Okay, now I did see at Aldi today, not to spoil what I just did today, but I did see that some of the prices have gone up. Not as expensive as Walmart, though. Stone Mill spices are pretty good, and you get a good amount for what you pay. Okay, not as expensive as Walmart, but these are kind of the measuring sticks that I use, right? Because a lot of people shop at Walmart, a lot of people shop at Aldi. So I always try to compare those, and they're usually pretty comparable. Okay, now, some spices have gone up, like some of the different name brands. A lot of you guys have been mentioning, like Mrs. Dash. As you know, that's one that I talk about a lot. You guys know Jessica's favorite seasoning spice, Lawry's. Lawry's spice keeps going up. Now, we haven't seen those go up at Sam's Club yet, but we've seen some areas of well, like Lawry's and Mrs. Dash, those haven't gone up, but we're expecting some of the other ones, like the cheaper ones, like Members Mark or maybe Kirkland from Costco, to start going up. I got to get to Costco and Sam's Club, see what's going on. But some of you guys have been saying that some of those have been going up in price, so we need to go check that out. But spices, that is why it made number 2, because it seems like it is affecting so many different stores. Now, another one, which is number 3 on Dano's list here, is sugar. Sugar is going up like crazy. Kind of took us... kind of came out of left field here. I didn't really expect sugar was going to be going up this fast. Okay, Aldi sugar went up a lot. I'm not going to go into that one because I don't want to ruin, tomorrow's video. Well, I will. Since you're tuning in here, Aldi's sugar went up to $3.29. That makes it 30 cents more than what Kroger is right now. We saw where Meijer went up. Walmart's has gone up like crazy. We saw where Domino's sugar has gone up to $6.49 for a 4-pound bag at Kroger. Now, strangely, the 10-pound bags are still $11.49. Now, I don't know if that's gone up and maybe they just didn't place the sticker, but the reason why we're going over this information is so that you have time to maybe save a few dollars the next time you go to the store. If you notice that your sugar is a little cheaper, you may want to buy an extra one and kind of just store it away. That way you're saving a few dollars. Okay, so number 4 on our list, and this is a big one. This is a big one because we're seeing the smaller stores raise their prices. Canned vegetables. We saw canned fruits go up as well. We're saying canned goods all together. We saw where canned fruits went up just at Walmart from $1.48. You know, the ones I buy, the ones I always point out that I love, the great value, and I will continue to buy them because they are great quality. But they did just go up from $1.48 to $1.66 a can. We just saw at Aldi. Okay, now Walmart and Aldi, and I thought it was a little strange at first, and I'm sure you guys did too, those of you who watch every day. Walmart's great value canned vegetables went up over 70 cents. They're like 76, 78 cents. And Aldi, which had raised theirs first from 63 cents a can to 68 cents a can, have just raised their prices to 76 cents a can. So I know that doesn't sound like much, and that sounds like just a little bit, and you're like, damn, why are you even talking about this? It's just still cheaper than Kroger. Because we're seeing the two major world conglomerates of grocery shopping, the Walt Disney World of grocery shopping, Walmart and Aldi, as far as prices go, they're raising their prices. And that means that it's not going to be long before we see these other prices. The other day, one of our viewers had mentioned that they saw Kroger canned vegetables go up in price, that some of them went up in price. Hasn't happened here yet. I did go over that in a video where I did some shopping at Kroger, but they have not gone up yet. At least not at ours in Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, Ohio. They, the way a lot of things have worked over the years, guys, is these things kind of come into play where all the middle aisles, or where they come into play, is all the middle aisles, usually in grocery stores, are very close to the same price as what they're going to be everywhere. Unless you're on the extreme east or extreme west coast, usually those prices are about the same. In the inner aisles, canned goods, stuff like peanut butter. Like, you'll notice Walmart, okay? If you shop at Walmart, you know that the prices that I show here at our Walmarts here in the Cincinnati or general Ohio area are usually about the same price of what you're going to pay all over the country. It's usually the same price. That's why I like comparing these, because it's like, well, now the things that will be different, maybe a little bit of beef prices, dairy, eggs, could be a little bit different. That is one good thing I did see at Aldi today, is egg prices have dropped a little bit. Not enough, but a little. Okay, and I go into some reasons in tomorrow's video of why I think what is happening at Aldi is happening the way it is. Okay, now, number 5 on the list is a bit of a tricky one, and it's kind of one that I really just kind of, this is more a reasoning, not so much a food item, but it's one that people have been talking about, and this could be another reason why food prices are going up just in general. I was going to talk about produce, okay? There's been some produce that have been going up. That was originally number 5, and it's such a wide range because we have so many different things that are in and out of season. It's kind of hard to gauge that. Some prices come down, some go up, some regular. That's why I always talk about regular prices, because when we see the regular prices that are in season higher than what they've ever been, that's an issue. That's an issue. We're seeing apples go back up, and we're seeing apples get expensive. Yes, it is out of season. It is not fall, but it is a higher regular price than they've ever been. Now, this one included in this top 5, and one, again, that a lot of people have been talking about, has been gasoline. And not so much gasoline as it is diesel. If you notice, diesel prices have not come down. As a matter of fact, they've gone up. And as to where it seems like it's right about the same price around the Cincinnati area, we have had a lot of our viewers chime in saying that diesel prices have continuously gone up, and this is something that we've always talked about paying attention to. Because gasoline is one thing. Gasoline's actually come down 10 cents. It was $2.99 last week when me and Jessica first got back. Now it's $2.89. So it's come down a little bit, which may not mean too much. But diesel prices are still pretty expensive. They have not come down, and that's another issue. And with all the issues of different, all the different tariffs and everything like that, I feel like stores and places are not waiting around to find out that they're going to get charged all this extra money or not have the product. That's what we worry most about, is not having the product. We don't want to see empty shelves in the stores again. I don't want to have to cover and do videos of things disappearing and not coming in, like pasta and bread and different, when I see spices go up, guys, when I see all these different spices go up in price, these are the things that I tend to worry a little bit about, because these are the things that make these said products. It could also be the reason why egg prices are not dropping like a Led Zeppelin like they did last April. They went up. They were $4.72 at Walmart last April. And then they dropped down to $2.19. Or no, that was Kroger. Dropped down to like $1.97 or something. Right around $2. One of them weird Walmart odd prices. I think it was $1.97. But we saw where it went up and then dropped like crazy. We're not seeing that now. We're seeing it has come down some, but it's staying level. Why is it staying level? Well, we have a lot of things that are coming into play here. I think for this fifth item, I could have said a lot of different items, but I just wanted to go over 5 and then kind of just talk about some of the things that are going on. Some of the things that I was going to push to another video. Let's look at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree continues to raise their already owned items. They're already owned products in the stores. They're raising the prices on these. The 5 packs of ramen noodles for $1.50. Their breads for $1.50. Coffee that we can't find anymore. The 9.6 ounce containers of the Colombian and the Folgers are in the classic roast that I haven't found in over a month. What did we say was going to happen? Now, I don't know. It hasn't happened yet, but I have to assume either they're not going to sell them anymore or they're going to raise the prices on those. Now, we saw the 18 cups of Harry and David Keurig pods, right? They're getting a couple of those in, but guys, people are getting wise. People see these things, right? People who shop at Dollar Tree, and if you're shopping for pantry filling options and items at Dollar Tree, then you're probably on a budget, or you're a smart shopper. That's what I call people. That's what I call smart shoppers, because you're in there calculating what is the best deal. That's why you always see Del Monte all over the place at Dollar Tree, or you see all these other things that you know you can get a better deal, right? You know that even at Kroger, at a regular price, you're going to pay 89 cents for a can of corn. At Walmart, well, still 76 or 78, one of those two, it's still cheaper than Dollar Tree. And arguably just as good a quality. I like Del Monte, but I get it for $1. It's $7.78 for 8 of them at Sam's Club. So that's less than $1 a piece. I don't pay more than $1 a can for canned vegetables. I've never paid $1.48 at Walmart for Del Monte or $1.59 at Kroger for Del Monte. I won't do it. I just won't. I will get Kroger brand. Or I'll just get, I'm not a big fan of Happy Harvest at Aldi. That is one I've just never really been a fan of. I do love the Great Value, though. Great Value canned vegetables are really good. To be fair, I haven't had a ton of... I do like the Dakota's Pride beans that you get at Aldi. Those are pretty good. The dark red kidney beans are good. But then again, I don't know. I like a lot of different canned goods from Walmart. So anyway, I'm kind of going off the script here. Not really. I probably should have wrote all this stuff down, but I don't like doing that. I like just kind of floating with it. Also, Kroger, 100% Colombian. This cup tastes a little better. I put a little more coffee in this one, and tastes a little better. I was saying, I think it was yesterday, that it's okay. I do like the Great Value one better still, but I added an extra little scoop of the Kroger here. It's not too bad. But that is one thing. Also, I think the 48 count, I think it's the 48 count of Kroger, the pods. I believe they're on sale in the buy 5 or more deal for $12.99, which, I mean, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Guys, that's why we always talk about stocking up on these sales when we see them. I feel like now is a little more important because there is uncertainty in the air. There is uncertainty. I don't know what's going to happen with the tariffs or all the extra taxes in this. All I know is that for the last few years, prices have gone up at the grocery stores, and they've pretty much gone up on everything. So while keeping that in mind, shop for what you need. And shop however you... No judgment here, guys. I feel like I have to say that more and more. No judgment. If you want to eat Reese cups for dinner, do what you want. Do whatever. Right? No judgment here. All I'm doing is passing along the message of items that are going up in price. If you like these items, this is what we're seeing. This is what our viewers are talking about on the channel. This might be a way for you to save in the future. Right? This is how me and Jessica shop. This is how we grocery shop. We only buy the deals. We only buy the sales. That's just how we are. You know, it's like sometimes you just have to... Sometimes you have to overpay for things. You know, there comes in that time where the sales don't work out right. You know, or they're not hitting at the right time. You know, like if you're going for something, because I hear that all the time. I hear it from my mom. I hear it from other people. Oh, I went to Kroger and all the sales they had, nothing that I went there for was on sale. Well, that happens a lot. That happens with me. It happens with everybody. And sometimes you just... and I guess when I see these things, and I'm blessed to be able to do this for a living and go to these places all the time. Can't talk today. All the time and see exactly what I'm going to use, what I'm going to buy, how much money I'm going to save, right? Like today, even with all the different price increases I saw at Aldi, I still got 2 bags of stuff for $28 of things that we needed. The other day, somebody actually mentioned this in the comments of our video earlier today from Kroger. Wow, it seems like forever ago. Saying that, you know, with prices and stuff, how much prices have inflated, because I talked about spending it would have been $100, but I saved $35. Let me be clear about that, okay? What I saved was what prices were years ago or before that. Right? That $35 is significant of today. Yes, that extra $100, yeah, those prices are crazy. But talking about what I saved, if you do the math on that, it's pretty good. Even 5 years ago, it would have been pretty good. Even for the items that I bought. Even though I didn't go over all the... But I got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of stuff for $65. It was $64. But I saved like $36. Or something, and I know that on paper, it's like, well, these prices have really gotten crazy. This is what it is, over inflation and all this other stuff. But when you look at it from what it was 4 or 5 years ago, I'm paying the same price or less by buying the sales that I did. So just wanted to clarify that because there might have been some confusion in that. But yeah, I thought that was some pretty good savings. And, you know, if you do the digital coupons, if you do the buy 5 or more, save $1 each deal, if you do these things, you're going to save a pretty good amount of money. I mean, I remember when Heinz ketchup went from $4.79 for 38 ounces to $4.59 to $5.79 at Kroger, right? Now their regular price has dropped down to $5.29 over the last couple months. Regular prices dropped probably because they weren't selling any. But when you do the buy 5 or more deal and you get it for $3.49, well, that's cheaper than what it was 5 years ago. So, yeah, you're getting a pretty good deal. I didn't get Heinz ketchup, but that's just an example. That's just a quick example. But, guys, anyway, those are some different things. 5 and many more things that are going up in price at the stores. I did see some subtle price increases on some other things at Aldi, some surprising ones as well. So make sure you tune in tomorrow morning. Some increases I did not expect, and you know, we just gotta keep doing what we're doing, guys. I always say stock up on the sales as you see them, so that you ultimately save money in the future, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night.